I'm here tonight with Fox News Channel anchor Julie Banderas. She's so hot you can stir-fry noodles in her armpits. Alison Rosen, self-proclaimed pop culture expert at Page 6 magazine contributing editor. She's as clever as I am clueless. Bill Schultz, he eats felt for lunch. And sitting right next to me for the whole hour is Rick Reichmuth, Fox News Channel meteorologist. If climate expertise were a cell phone, he'd vibrate in my pants.
Again.
He always does. He puts the naz in nauseating. What if you hold a protest and nobody comes? There was a demonstration outside Fox News Channel's world headquarters Wednesday, and it was duller than Brian Dunkelman's face.
Correct.
Hey, Allison, no one came, but really, who has a job that allows you time off work to stare at a building for an hour at 2 p.m.?
I actually do right now, but I wasn't about to go because it's way too hot to protest. The weather is not conducive to protesting. Like, it's so much easier to sign something than to show up. Same with internet dating. It's easier to, like, send emails than to actually go on a date. You know, I just think that this just shows that people are lazy, except for the 50 who showed up, and then we're like, what are we doing here?
But here, now take a look at these signs. These. Yes, keep living. Matthew and girlfriend Camilla revealed their newborn baby boy, Levi, in OK Magazine. And as expected, the mini-Matt is cooler than an ice cube on the shady side of a frozen margarita. What does Matt have to say about the experience of childbirth? Quote, "We found a great rhythm. Contractions started kicking in. I sat there with her, right between her legs. We got travel on it. We danced to it. See you soon." Let's go to Allison first. OK Magazine shelled out $3 million for the photos. Would you call that a bargain?
No, not at all. That's they got a pretty penny for those pictures. But I just want to say something, that after he sat between her legs and went tribal on it, then she ended up getting an epidural and having a C-section.
Yes.
So this wasn't the big, you know, in touch with nature bongo fest that he said.
That's what I'm saying. He was. That's what bothered me was he was talking.
A friend of Matt would know that, Greg.
Yeah, I know.
He must have been stoned out of his gourd.
Hey, Rick, Matt doesn't seem Allison. What was interesting what he said, and I can't believe he actually said this. He said he's wanted to be a father since he was 10 years old.
I know. It seems like he's so new to fatherhood. And actually, just to prove my point, he is quoted as saying, "This is where I learned, and no one tells you this, but having a baby is a bloody, pukey, sweaty, primeval thing." To which I say, where are you learning about babies, and how did you just discover this in the room?
Yes, I don't know.
I don't think he read what to expect when you're expecting.
That's a question for the universe, I believe. Yeah. Is it because a lot of comedians and entertainers are liberals and they don't want to make fun of their guy?
I think it actually might be something more simple than that. And as someone who occasionally writes jokes, sometimes, it's very hard to find any sort of funny angle with Obama. Now, the guy you met at the gym obviously should be snapped up by late night shows, but it's just, I don't know, there's, you know, I've tried, like, there's sort of no entry point, really, unlike McCain, where there's, you know, all these things where you can make hackneyed jokes about him.
So true. Speaking of hackneyed jokes, Bill, people make me sick to my stomach. In a fight between your baddie mom and your baddie wife, who would Batman choose? Well, allegedly, the Dark Knight's weekend fight with his mom and sister stemmed from the fact that mom said bad things about his wife. Jenny and Sharon Bale, his mother, by the way, is a clown, now deny they called police, which led to Bale's arrest for the lame charge of verbal assault. Hey, Allison, what the heck is, quote, verbal assault? And should you be arrested for it? It seems strange.
It's where you punch someone with your words, Greg, and it is every bit as damaging as actual blows.
Is that true?
More so, because the scars are on the inside.
Allison, if that's true, then theoretically, when I get angry, I should punch people instead of yelling at them.
Exactly.
Bill.
It would be kinder.
Thanks, Allison.
You have made this evening a fruitful one. Bill, if you knew who your mom was. Allison, Novak, 77, has liver spots, but he drives a black Corvette. You know that's a turn on.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally turned on by him, and I just am going to hang out in the crosswalk and hope that he mows me down. I think the hero here,
mows you down with love, Allison.
That's right.
Mows you down
and with
love.
Acceleration. No, the hero here, though, or the most interesting thing to me is the bicyclist who actually apprehended him. He, like, you know, pedaled alongside him and then put his bike in front of the car so that Bob Novak couldn't go forward. Now, this guy, you've just seen him run someone over. Like,
allegedly.
Allegedly. So you
Why change the facts, Allison? Go ahead. Quickly.
I'm just saying that where's the bicyclist's fear?
Yeah.
Like the guy could run you over too.
Yeah. Bicyclists are just pedestrians on wheels, really, when you think about it. All right, we got to move on.
They did it.
Hey, so Allison, you're a mother of 3. What's your take on this?
I say, why stop with corporal punishment? Let's go all the way to capital punishment. Because you know what really stops kids misbehaving? Watching one of their friends get killed. But at my school, there was this kid who misbehaved, and he got a bean stuck up his nose, like a little bean from a tree. And that totally changed the way he behaves, so I say also shove beans up their noses.
You know, it's an interesting thing, though. A play on language with Allison leads me to my... Yes, we can. Time to go back to TV's Andy Levy for the postgame wrap-up.
Thanks, Greg. Hey, Allison, have you got another idea for a New Yorker cartoon to share with us?
Why, yes, I do, Andy.
Excellent.
Okay, let's say this was a cartoon around the time that Mad Magazine came out. It would be a mouse made to look like Alfred E. Newman, and he would be saying, "What, me scurry?" Now, if this also coincided with a huge rodent explosion in the city, that would be ideal. You can laugh later.
And I will.
You need both of those to happen, essentially.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You got a big article coming out this weekend?
I do, actually. In Sunday's Page 6 magazine, which you can get free in the New York Post, and it's also online, page6mag.com. I interviewed Madonna's brother.
Oh,
and he dishes and tells all.
I interviewed Miracles of Evolution for
Bill,
the Sunday Daily
nobody
News,
gives a damn, Bill.
Right,
Ain't nobody giving a damn right now.